Rob.
Tony. And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hello gamers and welcome back to the Inn. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshak if you want to call me by my in-game name, and today we'll be going from rank 8 to rank 7. We'll be playing Reno Lock, because we haven't played it in a while, and the reason why we're 3 stars in, and we're not on a win streak, is because I just played mid-range Druid, and I think I played the worst mid-range Druid game I think I've ever played. Like, I missed lethal twice after I, caught the mistake, and then I had discounted Force of Nature and double Force of Nature, double Savage Roar, and had Innervate in my hand because I had used Emperor, and then I didn't play them in the right combination. I was just so it was the most sad, pitiful thing I think I've ever seen. The game, every amount of Hearthstone intelligence that could be conjured in my head just literally just fizzled away. It was like a baby playing this game. It was oh, this card's 4 mana and we've got 4 mana, let's play that card. Oh, 5 mana for 5 mana, let's play that card. It was so bad, guys. I have no idea what happened. So hopefully Reno Lock can take us off our 1 game losing tilt streak, which isn't a streak at all, but it made the way we play that game, I can't even post it. I thought about posting it, but then I was just no. You guys wouldn't even subscribe to this channel anymore. You would have been Warshak's horrible. Let's leave before we get worse. Oh, man. Not worse, but, play worse because we watched him. So we do have a good 3-drop and a good 4-drop. Coin into the passive? Just kidding. What the heck? I've seen some people not make that mistake depending on your hand. Sometimes I maybe see it's the play, but most of the time you don't coin into passive. Well, coin into Impic Gang Boss if he's playing some Rush Mage. If he's playing Freeze Mage, it's not too bad because we have Bran into the into heal bots, and we have Hayosayame, we've got the Jackson. He hasn't played anything yet. So coining into this, we have no turn 3 play besides a Brawn into a Twilight. But if he's playing Freeze, then we want to save Bran for the heal bot. So I think this is fine. So we just play Imp Gang on 3, play Twilight on 4. Again, because he had no turn 2 play, I'm going to make the assumption that that is a not a mirror entity. Yep, he's a Freeze Mage. Whoop, he's a Freeze Mage going up on a Tuesday. So, we're going to definitely use the Lothep at the correct time in this game. We don't want to make that fatal mistake. And we also want to be careful and make sure we draw into Reno. Not that we have the option to or not to draw into Reno, but ideally we will because, good players will. So we definitely want to coin out the Emperor, I believe, this turn because we've got a decent amount of value in this hand, but maybe we should save it for when we have something else. But he's going to have to deal with this. Ooh, Bane of Doom. We have no other play. I think coining the Emperor is fun. It makes him have to deal with it almost immediately. If not, it's almost a guaranteed win at that point. So he's going to have to waste a Fireball or something. Interesting. Thalamus. That kind of looks like a good Mortal Coil target. You know what else? Bane of Doom could make the good Bane of Doom target. Should we make the tap first? Because what else are we going to Implosion? I kind of want to Iron Beak his Alkaloid of Pains, where he's going to maybe draw more than 1 card. I don't know. If we deny him early game, then we deny him late game as well. So I think that's fine. Let's build up our field. That's not good. That leads for a pretty good Flame Strike on his behalf. We can Mortal Coil our Owl. So we can actually utilize that. I think that'd be a decent play. Seems fine. Flame Strike. Ooh, Frost Nova, Doomsayer. Oh yeah, that's right. We should have saved Owl for Doomsayer. How could I have been so rude? That's silly of me. Why didn't I think of that? That was really bad. I was thinking of solely like for drawing purposes, but then at the same time, I totally forgot about the Doomsayers are played in the deck. Because he only has, 5 cards, and being a freeze mage, drawing is almost more important than anything. It's just the cycling into Alexstrasza and all your spells. But in this situation now, this is pretty bad. Even if we Shadow Flame, it's still, I mean, we could, in fact, Implosion and then Shadow Flame. I guess we hope for the best, right? Okay. Guess it's not too bad. It could have hit for 2. I would have cried. Would have cried. He only has 5 cards in his hand. I don't suspect the value being too great there. We still need to draw into Reno, though. Like, Reno is ASAP important. There's the heal bot, so these two are... We definitely want to use these two in combination with each other. I think Sylvanas is fine here, and then buffing Sylvanas and Imp seems to be pretty good. But then we can't, because Defender costs 4, Sylvanas costs 5. That's 9 mana. So if we buff these two, it's still Flame Strike bait. I guess we can tap. Jeweled Scarab is a card that we could, in fact, play. But I kind of want to play a bigger minion. So let's first kill this off. That obviously cannot live. I guess Sylvanas is fine. I suppose if he Flame Strike pings, this is what it's weak to, but I'm going to assume he doesn't have Flame Strike or he would have used it, so I'm maybe thinking like a Blizzard. He is low, but that is an Ice block. So, or he can Alexstrasza. So there's the Ice Barrier. And for 7 mana, he has an Antique Heal bot on the play. So with him pinging this tells me he's, baiting out, not baiting out that, but he's expecting a Flame Strike semi-soon. We can tap again pretty freely because 22 health is fine. Again, I don't want to waste the bronze until the heal bot until I'm for sure I can draw into Reno, because this is basically our only win condition after Lothab when he Alexstrasza's that buys us another turn. So I think we can Scarab here, and it's decent. Shadow Bolt seems to be pretty good because it clears this mini bot. Let's swing with our 2-drop face to see if that is an Ice Barrier. So that is an Ice Barrier, so we can, in fact, make this play here and kill this off and then go face. And another option was to Defender, but in that case, again, he can just Flame Strike and then ping off the Sylvanas. So he played the Alkalite, he pings it. This is what we were going to save our Owl for. We should have saved it for Doomsayer, no doubt, even though we are able to deal with it. But now he's actually going to be able to draw 2 cards from Doomsayer. So he's going to Forgotten Torch the Sylvanas. It's not going to kill her. Saving Mortal Coil for the Sylvanas in this case might have actually been a little bit better. We can actually Dark Bomb also our Sylvanas to take his Alkalite, which is not the worst play in the world because she's going to die next turn anyway. It forces him to ping, though, unless one of the cards in his hand was already Alexstrasza. It buys us another turn. I think we can actually save the Dark Bomb for maybe some burst damage. And we can make her live with the Defender of Argus, but not if he has the Flame Strike. I guess we could just play the Mind Control tech. And I'm kind of not sure if we should tap here, because 20 health is still reasonably low that a Freeze Mage can burst you down, but I think I'm going to make the trade anyway, because if he has Alexstrasza's, we can just Soul Siphon, which seems fine. Or we make trades. Blizzard was a good play on his behalf. Pretty much kills my entire field. We summon one guy. Buys him another turn, for sure. There's the Mad Scientist to pull out a secret, of course. Did I attack with Sylvanas and then Defender of Argus her? That was dumb. I'm making misplays a lot recently. I don't know why so much. Kind of want to tap. There's still no good anything going on here. Because we play Belcher. He can get rid of it again with Flame Strike, but he hasn't drawn into one. But he's more than likely going to draw into one soon enough. It's a good card. Yeah, the problem with this is he can just attack Mad Scientist and Belcher, Flame Strike, and then we're stuck with like a 1-1 on board. Novice Engineer for more cycle. He's down to what, 12 cards? 13 cards to our 9 cards. We're actually beating out the Freeze Mage and stuff. We still haven't drawn Reno Jackson. So there's another Ice Barrier. I'm assuming he has an Ice Block in hand, and probably, we already know he wasted 1 Fireball, so we always can assume the second Fireball. We're going to kill this Mad Scientist right now, just because it won't pull out the other Ice Block. He's going to Forgotten Torch, so he's almost at this point going for it. We're already at Alexstrasza low. So, we can play Mal'Ganis here, because we do have 2 Imps on the board, and it does require him to waste some cards to kill Mal'Ganis. So this seems pretty decent in this situation. We're going to kill this off. We're going to kill this off. We want to attack with these because these are have to deal with the buff here. And if we swing in with our Belcher and these guys, you know, they'll go down to 1/1s. But even if it's just better. These guys are buffed, so that's why we attacked with them. And they have the same attack as Belcher. We don't want Belcher to be able to just die with a Flame Strike. So Antonidas into probably 2 spells. He has not used Ice Lance or Frost Nova. There's the Roaring Torch, so he's going to be able to not kill it? Ice Lance so it can't attack, but he did generate 2 fireballs, but he did just waste Antonidas. So we're going to be able to, let's play our 8/8, and then we will Soul Siphon. We can't do that because we don't have enough mana. Good call, Rob. Good fucking call. That would have been a little upsetting. We can actually swing both of these into there, but then he lives with 1 health. So what can we do with 1 health? But this guy dies next turn with a ping. So, but he wasted a Frost Nova. We know 2 of the cards in hand are Fireball, and that's 12. That's 12 damage with 8 mana, and he's gonna need to ping this. So I think we're fine using Dark Bomb on here along with the double Imps attacking into it. Or we can just Soul Siphon, leaves the Imps on the board, and go face. And, this is going to be a hard choice. Just go face. Tap for free. So he's going to ping the Mal'Ganis, and then he's probably going to double Fireball face, and then we Brand double Healbot. Or Brand into Healbot, and it heals us for 16. He does nothing. So we know he has double. And he didn't... I'm kind of worried right now. Can he 18 burst me with 5 cards? 2 of them being fireballs. What can he do with 2 mana? He wasted 1... But I guess if he discounted a Fireball Ice Lance, or Frostbolt Ice Lance. So I suppose we could Loatheb here. No, no. I'm going to make the assumption he doesn't have what he needs. I was thinking we could Dark Bomb Demon Wrath, but we're not. We want him to use his burst right here, but as long as it's not 18. That would suck. What are you gonna do, Mage? What are you gonna do? Please don't tell me that one card in your hand was discounted. That was Ice Lance. So now I know you have the cards to make bad things happen to me. And we still haven't drawn into fucking Reno Jackson with the last 4 cards in the deck. Jesus. So what is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we have too many spaces on the board. So we can't heal for 16. So we heal for 8. He's still going to Alexstrasza. We could load the... Okay. So he's going to play the ice block. Pretty good. I was like thinking all this other shit and maybe just Lotham's chilling there like, yo, put me in, coach! Put me in! I'm your boy, put me in, coach. Let's go back and make sure Reno's in this deck. I've seen worse things happen. Alright, so let's go to Reno Lock and let's take a look here. There he is. Okay. Alright, so we still had Draxus, Reno. Who else? Draxus, Reno, Emperor. No. We played Emperor early on. I don't know. We're missing 2 more cards there. Druid. Not... It's not my favorite matchup, I'll tell you that. Definitely not my favorite matchup. So Lothab too much. Twilight Drake and Void Caller. These are things that get silenced by Keeper of the Grove. Especially the Twilight Drake. But they're both 4-drops. It's just too much. We need better early game. Do we keep the Void Caller just in case we get like Mal'Ganis? We'll keep the Void Caller. We'll keep one of the 4-drops. We won't be... That's pretty greedy though. This is probably the worst possible hand I could have against a Druid. I guess we shouldn't have kept the Void Caller. Probably not. Definitely not. It's too greedy. Plus he just gets silenced, and then he's what, a 3/4 that can't make a trade? But if it's like at least the Twilight, then if he silences on 4, then we can still swing it into the Keeper. So Ass Pirate. So he is playing aggro. Wow. So this is actually not too bad for us because our Iron Beak can actually come into play here. Void Caller into Mal'Ganis. We did sense this out. I have the foresight of a true warrior. That hurts a little bit. That does hurt a little bit. That hurts just a tidbit. We're gonna kill off his cards on the field because we do not. We know he plays Soul of the Forest, and we just can't have that. Like this game is gonna come down to me being able to draw into Reno Jackson. He's gonna probably Mark of the Wild. Holy shit! We need like a mass dispel here. Do we have one of those on the field, boys? A mass dispel? Can we get some of these in the chat? If you Keeper of the Groves this, I'm going to be very, how you must say, upset. Mounted Raptor, that is a card which you could play. Dr. Boomerainos, I kind of want to swing into this. Kind of want to swing into this too. We have 5 mana. Let's see what comes out of this. Spider Tank. I'm kind of scared of this egg, to be honest. I'm actually scared of this egg. Because if it gets buffed, bad things happen. But Mounted Raptor's not good either. Are you fucking kidding me? Dust Devil? Why, man? Why? Oh, he could actually win right now with this field. If he Soul the Forest, we lose. Innervate, Soul the Forest. Please tell me those are your cards. Hell yes. How did this guy get so good? And oh my goodness gracious. Alright. We can play Sylvanas here. Or we can play this. Or we play Belcher. Can we go face? Does this seem like a bad play? We don't want this getting silenced. Now we can tap. Alright. Let's see what this god has now. I am God. I am God. You will not beat me. I am... Because he can't even attack with these until he gets Savage Roar. So, as these are scary, like, these are fucking scary. These are spooky ghosts. So, do not get Savage Roar. Savage Roar would make my day very, very bad. That's, again, allowing these to attack. That I would have to say that's just as bad as Savage Roar, because now this is going to make a 2-4, and I'm fucking Jesus. But he's going to have to, no matter what he kills here, he has too many creatures on the board. So, basically, we just need to keep summoning taunts. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Alright. We could kill his entire board right now. We swing this into there, and we swing this into there, it makes the 4-4, and then we just Shadow Flame, and we say rip to everything. Which is actually not that bad. I actually kind of like that. Do we have a better play? Can we Shadow Flame something else? It has to have 4 attack. We can actually Shadow Flame this, but then these live. I guess we could have tapped for free there. Whoops. That's a pretty good draw if you ask me. So we kill this with Bane of Doom, or we just play Dr. Boom and he's able to draw a lot of cards all the time. I think we can Bane of Doom. We're never going to get value out of that card. That's not a good card for us to get. Jesus. Come on, man. That's twice now we've been bamboozled. Echoing Ooze, so he's going to Mark of the Wild this. There you go. I guess Dr. Boom was the right play last turn. So again, we're kind of scared of Force of Nature, but we can Belcher and then Twilight Drake, so we'll kind of be safe a little bit. These guys have taunts. That's kind of scary. Demon Wrath does do well at clearing the board. Then we also can play Belcher, which seems pretty good. I guess. You guys see a better play here? So we swing, Demon Wrath. So we're taking 4. Make Demon Wrath. Twilight Drake. Oh no, why didn't we play Belcher? I'm retarded. Again, just making mistakes. Oh man, alright. That's what we were scared of at the beginning of the game, and he just top decked it. Sweet. So now we basically have to play Belcher, or to play around Force of Nature Savage Roar. So we need to draw into a 5-drop or less. That's a 6-drop game. That is a 6-drop. So we actually literally have to play Belcher unless we want to Siphon Soul this, but we're not even sure he doesn't play. We're not sure he doesn't play, what is it, Fel Reavers yet. So I kind of want to save Siphon Soul until we have like at least some creatures on the board. Because if he has Fel Reaver, Siphon Soul is really exciting. What is this? Soul of the Forest. Okay. Well, this game is a little bit intense, guys. At least we know he does not have the Force of Nature Savage Roar. Is he gonna make this trade here? He doesn't make that trade. Okay. I think we can... It's safe to say that this can happen. And we can go like this. And then we're going to win next turn. Which we should have done before when we killed Jeeves. Again, we haven't drawn into Reno Jackson. Reno, where are you? Reno, where'd you go? I missed you so. Feels like it's been forever. You haven't been drawn. You could have helped us win this game, but you hid inside my deck, and I didn't draw you. Okay, so we actually have a comment. So it says, sorry for the off-topic questions, just don't know where else to ask it, and I don't know how often you answer to Twitter, so right now I'm in the middle of a game where I basically won it, and this guy has been able to permanently stall the game. He left a spell ready to cast hanging in the air, and the game is just there, and nothing is happening, and his turn won't end. I know it's some sort of exploit, and if I log out, it counts as a loss for me. How do I deal with this? It's called you got lagged out. That's what happened. You lagged out, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bad things happen to good people. Zombie Chow is in our hand. Feels good, man. We never draw him on turn 1. Alright, I'll stop doing that. I just, for some reason, you know, 4 minor just gets to you. For 4-drop, Shredder off the top. It's like the innervate into the, how you might call them, Chillin' Yeti. Let's kill off the Shredder. Please, nothing crazy. I accept this. So you wasted an innervate. You have 4 cards in hand. We've got 5 cards in hand. You have no turn 3 play, and we have a turn 3 play. Or we can coin out Shredder for maximum effort. Deadpool. Should we save coin for Boomerano on 6? I think we should. Even though we know his turn 4 play is most likely going to be a silence and or a coin, not coin. Ooh, what is this new card? Never seen a natural mistake. You forgot to passive, you silly, silly goose. I'm sorry. You're playing too fast, Rex91. You need to slow your rope, simmer down. You need to watch out. You might crack your eggs before they get boiled all the way. Alrighty. I think it's safe to say we can do this, and then he'll actually attack into that, and we can make that trade. So, that seems fine, right? When are we going to get some brand value like this going on here? Let's get this double 1 in here. We can actually coin into something crazy if we feel like it. Zombie Chow is a good choice. Squire, I kind of like Zombie Chow. Oh, Murgleton! Oh, Murgleton, you dog, you. Oh, okay. Feels good. So, who needs boom on 6 when you have a field full of love? So he swipes this. We get another 1/1. This dies, this dies. This goes down to 1. This goes down to 1. We tap. We draw into the Great Twilight Drake on a 4-drop. We already played a Twilight Drake. No, we didn't. That was last game. We do it again. Game over. Or we can draw into a Defender of Argus, which would be a fantastic card. All of which will happen to you next turn. I'm Warshak, and this will be a short intermission of this Druid's turn. Anytime. What can we talk about? Let's talk about Zombie Chow. Look at this guy. Not only did he get it shot with an arrow in the front, he got shot with an arrow in the back as well. You notice that? Both arrows are facing 2 different directions. Like, this guy got fucked. Oh, and he got shot in the head. How could we miss that? This guy got fucked up. Why, like, where did they get the restore 5 health to the enemy hero? Like, when did they see this card? And this is, well, never mind. Alright, let's go. Alright, could we play Belcher or do we tap and play nothing? We play Belcher. We make brilliant value trades. Kazamina! Hey, don't be mean. You're the one that made a mistake, not me. We didn't make any mistakes this game. Anyway, guys. Thank you for stopping by the inn for another Road to Legend video. I don't know why I said it like that. But anyway, guys, always glad to have you here at the end. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, I always address those sometimes. I'm just kidding. I respond back to them as soon as I can. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave those. And as always, I'm Warshak, like I mentioned. Don't know why I'm repeating that part, and happy whatever the hell day it is.